Greetings, fellow time travelers. Welcome back to the Prologue world for episode 84. Please join me today for some more unsensational, unentertaining. What's the other word I used? Uninteresting, that's right. Thoroughly uninteresting long play footage. We're going to be casually playing some Minecraft today. I'm not going to even bother with those pillagers because I want to complete the conversation about motivation, and then I want to go on to get some diamonds. And the diamonds are going to have to wait till next episode, I think, because there's a little bit more I wanted to say to complete the conversation from the last episode. It's very tempting to go out there and freaking kill those guys off, because, I want to protect my sheep. You know, and it would be kind of a fun way, an exciting way to start the episode. I don't think they can really hurt me very easily, because I'll just run to one side of the fence, and then they're going to be in a line, essentially shooting at each other. I think I can do that. Let me go ahead and do that. And it's just going to be a very easy fight. I'm pretty sure that this is just going to be no problem. The chieftain has already disappeared. I don't know where the chieftain went. The guy with the banner. But I'm kind of feeling up for it in this one, real quick. Let's go. Now I might have to, just a warning, I might have to abruptly end the episode if I get a phone call. I am waiting on an important phone call. I hope that doesn't happen, but I'm pretty sure I'll be fine. All right. That said, let's go ahead and do this, and then there's a couple more things I'd like to say now in my introductions that I haven't really gotten to. But I just want to go ahead and get this over with real quick. They're just staring at me. I want you to stop staring at me, guys. There we go. All right, I need to just go ahead and see how it's going to be super easy to do this with them just being over there, fenced off. Ouch. Alright, just a couple more hits. I should just go ahead and eat anyways, though. You guys gonna shoot? Alright, there we go. Well, when there's just three of them, it's pretty easy. Oh man, I had to break down the painting. Let's hope I get the same painting. No, I want no. Where is he? The Graham guy. No, the one other one. There's only three. There we go. That one. That's the one that I had over here. Oh, and we broke a torch. Okay. Okay, well, now that's over with. Let me get back to the introduction. I had some more introductory remarks now that I have to mention at the beginning of every episode. So yeah, this is the fourth one of the unlocked episodes, meaning that if you're seeing this, there must have been at least a couple of comments. I must have received at least a couple of fairly substantial comments from the previous episode. Those are the criteria now to unlock the next episode. And the same thing's going to apply to this one. I'm going to need a couple of comments from you guys before I release the next one. That's how I'm going to proceed with this moving forward. So thank you guys. If you guys were some of the commentators, then I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Oh yeah, I need to make a map table, a cartography table. That's what it's called. I need to make one of these, and then I can deposit the rest of these into the farming chest over here. And just leave these over here. I don't need that paper. Why am I holding? I generally only like to have half a stack of charcoal on me. I'm not sure why I have a full stack. I guess I picked it up from here. Yeah, I'll just throw the rest of that in there too. What did I make the stone for? Did I need stone? Oh yeah, I did. Did I run out of stone? No, I didn't run out of stone. That was the leftover stone. Okay. All right, that's done now. This is where I was keeping my copper. I might have more copper to add to this stack. All right, let's go back to the basement. There's just a couple more things that I wanted to say about motivation. All right, this music is not very fitting, but I really like Minecraft music. I'm not gonna just turn it off. I kind of, it feels like I'm supposed to be saying something really sensational right now, and I'm not. It's not a very exciting beginning. Although, I mean, I fought off some pillagers, but it was a pretty easy fight. All right, over here, I want to break through this. I want to break this ceiling down. That's what I'm going to be doing today as I talk to you guys a little bit more about motivation. I mean, today, the only thing I had left, there was just like basically one more thing that I really wanted to say, and it's kind of like not even about. It's about the mechanism of motivation, of like the way I believe it to work. Like there's yeah, this it might only be like in the middle. So like this, I'm gonna leave the sides alone for now. Oh yeah, the stairs. Also, there's I want to complete the stairs going down, because I'm pretty sure that this going down this way is just going to go right into the cave. If I just go ahead and break this stuff down, I can do that for sure. Let's start with that. Let me go ahead and start with that. This at the top there, I'm pretty sure this is just going to be planks up there, and then some upside down stairs going down from there. All right. So yeah, there's just one, like the other thing I had on my index card that I didn't really get to in the previous episode was this feature of motivation that I think of as like brain automation, because basically it's more difficult. The concept is that it's more difficult to get yourself to do things that are new to you, that you haven't done before. Like for the first time, doing anything for the first time takes a lot of motivation, and it's because it takes more energy for your brain to do things that it doesn't already have infrastructure within it to do. Like if doing anything takes a certain it takes stuff in your brain. Like there's the physical elements in your brain have to be built. Like the brain continuously builds upon itself to enable you to do things. So like learning to do new things is hard for the brain, but once you actually get used to it, once you know what you're doing, it gets much easier. So that's kind of the one thing I really wanted to mention. I need to also put the torches down. Let's see. I need to make some space for some torches happening, like over here perhaps. And up at the top, I think it's just going to be planks up there. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to leave that alone. I just wanted to, and then I want torches like when I do these kind of staircases, I'll need to do torches every fifth block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So like over here. There's going to be a torch over here. Yeah, because if it's any lower than this, it's going to be there's going to be the risk of just accidentally landing onto it, and like I don't like getting caught onto my torch window, so I put them up pretty high. The dirt is probably going to get converted into cobblestone. I don't really like having it just see that dirt there, but I want to complete the staircase first. So yeah, doing anything for the first time kind of takes some motivation. It takes more motivation than proceeding with something else. It's just kind of a mechanism for like that. That's kind of just the way that our brains work, and for this reason, I find that Minecraft is utterly unaddicting, because there is a lot of that in Minecraft. You have to think. That's kind of the most difficult part of Minecraft, having to think, having to exercise your creativity. That's what that comes down to. You have to end up thinking about how you want things done, what you want to do next, and that actually, you have to make an effort. It takes effort to do that. 5. Whereas, so it's not like the game doesn't tell you what to do next. I mean, I guess nowadays in modern Minecraft there is more clarity, or there's more guidance than before. But even then, like there's no pressing need to actually follow through with any of that stuff. There's no, you don't have to go down to the deep dark to fight the warden. You don't even have to go to the Nether. I'm extremely slow with my progression, with my game progression. I basically play this as I get, I prioritize the building essentially. So what I end up doing, yeah, this is gonna I'm just gonna fill this in with cobble, and at the top I'm gonna fill that in with wooden planks, but I wanted to make sure that this works, because this is supposed to open up now, any time now, into the freaking caves. I hope that this is actually working, because I'm not entirely sure. I have the free cam installed. I could just x-ray my way through to make sure, but I'm still trying to avoid doing that, trying to avoid using the x-ray. I mean, it's not too cheaty, because it's not like the kind of X-ray that enables you to see the ores. Like that's when I would consider it cheating. Using what I'm talking about is like with FreeCam mod, it allows you to look through walls, and I do end up doing that. Usually, I wait until like a little later in the game to do that. It feels like we're going too far down, doesn't it? Damn it. I'm worried. I'm a little worried that maybe we're like underneath the cave or something. All right, I'm gonna have to do the X-ray. The way that I'm thinking I'm gonna do the free cam. I'm gonna have to make myself do some throat singing to like enable it. All right, so this just to make it a little bit less cheaty, just to make it like a superpower. That the throat singing enables my superpower of being able to see through walls. All right, okay, here we go. All right, yeah, that's how you have an out-of-body experience in Minecraft. You gotta throat sing. Okay, so it looks like we're actually right where we need to be. I'm glad I did that, because I don't need to. There's no need to go any further down. This is it. This is where we need to be. So let's put up one more torch. 2, 3, 4, 5 down here, and yeah, this should just open up into the caves now. I didn't realize that it was. I thought it was just a straight way down. But yeah, at the top where the entrance used to be, that's gonna be. I kind of just want some railing there. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not really talking about the topic very much right now, am I? I wanted to talk more about motivation and stuff. Yeah, I guess there wasn't really a whole lot left to say to begin with. So this episode is gonna be. It's not going to be as substantial, I suppose, as the previous one was, the previous couple of episodes was, but I did want to like do some more work over here. I had more work to do, so I did want to, and I kind of wanted to complete the topic. What else do I have? There's a couple more things I wanted to add to that. So yeah, the more automated your behavior is, the easier it is to get yourself to do it, and this applies to Minecraft as very much so. Like once you. Like, doing the easy stuff, like you're just digging through stuff, that's easy. And it doesn't take very much motivation to do that. And it's kind of soothing, too. Especially if you're, like, a very anxious person if you're a very anxious person, you don't get bored. Like, boredom just doesn't occur to you because you're too anxious to ever get bored. And if you're that kind of person, doing the repetitive activities of Minecraft is actually very pleasant. And that's where I'm at. So, like, I thoroughly enjoy just digging, just mining, leveling things out, flattening things out, chopping trees, all of that repetitive stuff. It's soothing to me because it doesn't take, because I can just automate it. Your brain can just goes in autopilot mode, and it's actually kind of satisfying. Doing things that you already know how to do, that you're already have already exercised your brain to do, it feels satisfying, and it's really nice to actually get to that. Kind of level of expertise with anything. I mean, this doesn't apply. This doesn't only apply to Minecraft. In general, this is kind of the way the brain works, the way the brain functions. I kind of just want to flatten this out now a little bit, just so that it's not, because it's kind of awkward having to go back up after you've walked down the staircase, and then you're gonna have to go back up now. Once you get down, that's not gonna be right. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this. I guess I could have just filled this in. It wouldn't have been bad. Well, no, then I would have just had to change everything. Nah, I'm glad I'm doing this. I'm glad I'm doing this like this. This is okay. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. So yeah, I mean there wasn't really a whole lot more to say. I mean, I wanted to say how. Also, the other thing I had was how at work I find that matters of motivation is different for like when you're in a work setting. It's different than for when you're at home. Like for doing stuff for yourself, when you don't have to do those, when you're not like getting paid to do those, those things, it's a whole different story. It's a different kind of, like, it's not, it's a, like, since you don't have to do it, it kind of takes more, I would say it takes more motivation to do it. But I mean, but work can be more exhausting if it's something that you have to do. See, having to force yourself to do things, that takes the neurotransmitters out of your brain. That's what takes motivation. Having to do things that you don't have an impulse for. But it's still like you have to. It takes a certain kind of impulse. It takes an impulse to make yourself do things, even if you don't want to do it. Like, it still takes an impulse. I'm just saying that, like, when you're doing something. Well, I can go ahead and plant the cartography table. I'm not sure why I'm still carrying that. That's where it needs to go, right there. I want a painting over here. So yeah, like when you're, it takes a certain impulse. I also wanted to have like more torches along the side here, and then I'm going to have some lanterns hanging down from the top. That one can become a plank. I'm not going to. This just needs to be a plank. There we go. And all right. Well, I'm going to do the lanterns later. Let me focus on. Let's do one thing at a time here. I need more stairs to complete the staircase. Oh, I do have some stairs. That's not enough stairs though. I need more. I might have more stairs in the storage room, in my storage chest. I mean. So yeah, it's different for when you're at work, and like I hope that my future employer isn't watching this and getting I hope you're not getting the wrong impression that I'm trying to that I'm basically over here trying to justify laziness. That's not the case. I'm actually trying to say that I don't think that laziness is real. I think it's all just a matter of how much motivation you have, of brain chemistry. And it's also a matter of principle, a matter of objective, like whether or not you believe that it's the right thing to do. Because when it comes to lazy people at work, it's a different kind of laziness. Like people that are like quote unquote lazy at work, they're also not really lazy. They just don't believe in doing an honest labor. They're of the persuasion that they're supposed to avoid working hard, because you're like they have like anti-capitalist sentiment or something like that. So laziness at work it's completely different from what I'm talking about. I'm talking about finding motivation in a more general sense to do things that you want to do, but you struggle to get yourself to do. And yeah, and today's episode, like I basically just wanted to make the point that it's hard to get yourself started. There's a certain, like, in railroad terminology, there's a term called starting tractive effort or something like that, and it refers to like the amount of energy it takes to get a train moving. And that's because it takes more energy to get something rolling, to get something moving, than it does to continue the motion, to get it to just continue rolling. So and it's kind of like that in real life as well, in terms of staying motivated to be doing something hard, or even if it's not very hard, it's still like everything takes motivation. Getting yourself to do anything, it takes those brain chemicals to get yourself to do things. If you're sufficiently depressed, you're just not going to be able to do things. So is there anything else really? I wanted to talk about how Minecraft is not addicting for this reason too, because it involves a lot of that. You end up having to, like, building stuff. It's not straightforward, and it takes a lot of having to think when you're building stuff, and that's hard. Thinking is hard. That's the hard part of Minecraft. Okay, I'm gonna just make this kind of staggered over here, going in this direction. I do have enough stone picks for this. I kind of want to go straight through first, because I know that I just want a bigger opening here, essentially, just to make it look nice. And then I want like a railing going across here. So I'm gonna just go straight through now until it's supposed to open back up, because that cave, it kind of goes upwards towards this side of the cave. Right. Uh-oh, this might be bad. Where is it? Alright, I gotta use my special powers again. looks like I'm on the right path. This is right. This is good. I should have a torch down here. But I'm doing the right thing. This is the right thing to do. Oh, and I get some free iron out of it. That's lovely. It's nice when you... Alright, I'm just going to leave that one there for now, because I just want to complete the tunnel. And it's kind of good that it goes all the way back, basically, to where it comes up to on that side. There it goes. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. So all of this, I'm gonna want to carve all of this off, basically. Just because I want this opening here. I want to be able to like overlook the cave. It's gonna be a good amount of digging, isn't it? Huh. Do I want to go up one more layer? Not really. Not really. I think we're basically good where we're at. Or maybe no. Yeah, that portion of it, I don't really want it to go any higher. I kind of just want to cover that up with cobble and call that the ceiling, because I don't really want to dig any further up. And on this side, like this is as far up as it needs to go for that effect. Basically, I want the effect of just being able to look down from across from over the rail. There's going to be a railing over here, and I want to be able to look up. Oh man, I shouldn't have done that. I probably should have kept that the stone there. Yeah, let's just make that into cobble. And then going across here, like this is going to I'm going to complete this here and fill this in with cobble and dig all of this out. Man, it's going to be kind of like, I'm not sure if I like it having just kind of a tunnel over it though. It's just going to look like a tunnel. It's not really going to be the kind of effect that I had in mind for that. Yeah, it's going to be a little funky. Kind of funky. Kind of on the funky side. And it's a lot of digging too. I'm kind of having second thoughts about this. Because I could just completely scrap all of that. I mean, I don't really like to fill things in though. I don't want to have to fill in everything. Is it because that's a good bunch of digging to do. It's going to take me like a whole another episode just to get that digging done. I'm not sure if I actually want to do that. I'm sorry guys, having second thoughts about things. Because the alternative is to just block this off and not have the railing, and just have that as a storage room and not have this opening looking over the caves. Or how about this? I'll just, yeah, well this isn't too much. It's not too much over here. Ah, man, I'm sorry. This is what I'm talking about. It takes brain power to have to freaking think about things. You have to make these decisions, and that's why Minecraft doesn't feel addicting. It's not like other games where there's always the next step. In Minecraft, the next step isn't obvious, and it's difficult if you're not, especially if you're not like used to do it. I'm kind of just used to doing this now. I've been playing Minecraft very actively. And it's very fulfilling to actually get things accomplished in Minecraft because of that. Because it's hard. It's hard to actually figure out what you want to do, how you want to do things. So like across here, basically, what I have in mind. So let me go ahead and build what I'm thinking about, and like basically over here. This is going to become cobble. Okay, I already have cobble on the 2 key, and this is going to go all the way up to over here to over here. This is what I had in mind, and then this is also going to get filled in with cobble. I do have that's the stone shovel. This is going to be cobble. All of this gets filled in with cobble. Like this. And then on the edge, I wanted to have some railing going across here. And then I wanted an opening over here where you can look down into the caves beneath. And that's why I wanted to carve. So basically all this entire section kind of needs to get carved out. And that's gonna be a good bunch of digging. All right. Well, I think that's basically going to be. I'm up for it. It's not too much. Let's go. Let's go for it. It's not too much. But yeah, I was trying to say that, like in a work setting, it's different. Motivation is different because it's easier to get yourself to do stuff when you're at work. Like just being there, being at work makes it easier. And that's if you're a principled worker. If you believe in honest labor, if you believe in keeping yourself busy at work because you're being paid to do it, if you believe that, you will have no problem with that. With staying motivated. There's no such thing. Like there's never a valid excuse of like, oh well, I don't feel motivated today, so I'm not going to do this work. Like that's just not going to fly. You don't have that option at work, right? And so even if you do feel kind of not very motivated that day, well, it's just going to be a little harder for you. But generally, in the work setting, after you get used to it, and you can get used to anything, guys. Eventually you get used to all sorts of things. Our brains are very flexible like that. You'll get used to work. You'll get used to whatever you're doing, and then it's easier to keep yourself doing that. Like automated behavior. Once you unlock autopilot, it gets easier. So don't worry about that. If it strikes you as kind of difficult at first, it's going to be easier than Minecraft. In Minecraft, you continuously have to figure out what to do next, and that's hard, right? Whereas at work, oh man, I think I was meaning to leave that one there. I don't have the. Well, I made a whole bunch of stone. I do have more stone because I don't really just want to. I don't want to like make an archway of cobble. I guess I could. I could, though. Yeah, screw it. Let's just make an archway of cobble. Where's my cobble? There it is. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, that looks... Nah. I'm gonna need it to go out here. Do something like that. And then this also will need to become cobble, then. Ooh. Oh, come on. There we go. Had to grab that block. And just to make it look a little more natural, I'll just have cobble over here as well. Oh, that's not cobble. There's my cobble. Okay, and then a lamp. Well, that's not a lamp. That's a torch. And then there's gonna be, I guess there's gonna be torches along the walls here. Basically, all of this will need to get flattened out. Over here, I can also place some cobble over here, cobble block there. So yeah, well, if I do that, this entire thing is going to need to get converted into cobble. Darn it. Yeah, I guess I'll have to do that. Just because it's not going to look right to just have that one block of cobble there. You know, this is going to look right. There we go. That looks better now. That looks more natural. I kind of don't like it how it looks different from that side now. It needs to be like this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then from here on, it can look something like this. And the ceiling, I mean, the ceiling doesn't even have to. We don't even have to continue carving through the ceiling, really. Like, this is alright. See, like, in Minecraft, you're continuously having to exercise your brain. And it's an exercise. And that's also, that kind of adds merit to the game being kind of a productive game. It's different from other games in this regard. It takes you're exercising your brain having to do this, which is kind of that's kind of always the case. Like you exercise your brain with all video games, really, when you think about it, because it always involves like there's skill involved in video gaming. Every game takes especially if you're like completionistically minded. Or perfectionistically minded, if you feel like you have to like 100% something and you have to like get good at the game, like it takes having any kind of skill, like all skills exercise similar aspects, similar parts of your brain, because exercising one skill inadvertently also exercises other skills, because your brain utilizes the same brain the same brain chemistry, the same brain circuitry gets utilized for the variety of different skills. And over here, I just wanted to fill this in with cobble. Let me go ahead and do that while I'm thinking about it. So yeah, this stuff, like playing Minecraft, this takes motivation because you have to think about what you're doing. And at work, once you get used to it, at first it's going to take a lot of motivation to get yourself to do things. Along the top there, this needs to be wood, just plain old oak log. Complete that, and then the top there, that's going to be covered up by stairs. This needs to be planks. Planks, blankety planks. And then up there, that's going to become stairs. I guess we can bring the planks out a little bit further, just to make it look a little bit more natural. I don't know. Organic, that's the word the cool kids are using. That makes it look more organic. Right. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, still all of this needs to get dug out. I'm keeping that bit. So it's gonna kind of taper off. I'm not entirely happy with this tunnel feeling, so I'm gonna kind of add more blocks to the top there, actually, just to make it look a little bit less like an artificial tunnel. I don't like how this is starting to look very artificially, like along the top on this side. Like this can just be a strip going across the top. So yeah, in Minecraft, you're constantly having to exercise your creativity. It's hard to think, to have to figure out what to do next, what to do. And if you're working a job that takes creativity, that takes more energy. That's the kind of stuff that takes motivation to do. And then once you're used to something, it's a lot easier, and it's actually satisfying. Like it feels satisfying to do repetitive activity, even though like we like to, we're kind of. We've grown up thinking that, well, that would just be boring then, if it's just, same stuff every day. People like to joke about that, how their jobs are overly, like, repetitive work, how people like to complain about that being boring to them. But I think that's coming from like a lack of introspection. If you really pay attention to the way it feels, you will find that actually it's kind of satisfying to do stuff that you're used to doing, to do repetitive tasks. It's actually kind of a pleasure. But everything takes motivation. Like it's getting yourself past that barrier, but that initial barrier of making yourself do something different. Okay, this also is just going to need to be cobbles. I mean, I need picks. I need to make picks. I need to deposit all this. I need chests down here. Let's build some chests. I might have some chests in the storage room, but I kind of want to get the cobblestone. The whole reason I built this was because I was running out of room in my my storage chests, and this was basically always the plan to kind of have these storage chests down here for the cobble, and this is where the cobble is going to go down here, and then perhaps dirt. There's going to be dirt chests on this side, but let's start with the cobblestone. Sure, I'll have these ones. Well, let's have these ones facing this direction. Oh man, it gets really tricky to place these because you don't want them facing in your direction. You kind of want it. Damn, why is that? It's hard. This is hard. Ooh. How did I do that one? I thought that's the way you do it. You kind of just get really close to the corner. There we go. That's how you do it. It's tricky just to get them to face a certain direction. There we go. That's how I've been doing it. All right, now let's get back to now we have somewhere to place stash all of this cobble at. There we go. And eventually I'll have I'll have some item frames on here to clearly designate these as cobblestone chests, so it's going to be easier to tell what's there. And then like the dirt, there's going to be dirt chests over here. I don't want to place more chests down. I think I might have more chests in the storage room. I kind of want to just focus on this and getting this completed, because this is going to be a good amount of work over here. I want to at least see how the ceiling will look. Oh man, I never built the picks that I need to build. Let me get the picks done. I don't need to be carrying these slabs on me. Yeah, this episode's kind of starting to feel like it's. I didn't have as much prepared as I thought I did. I thought I had more to say about this matter. I'm sorry, guys. It's like a boring episode today. Doesn't feel very substantial, does it? But yeah, and I wanted to fill this in like that. Yeah, that's okay. This is okay. Is that okay? No, I'll have to have it matching the other side, something like that. Yeah, that'll have to do it. Maybe a little bit more cobblestone over here. I'm getting carried away texturing. I generally try to avoid texturing, but I do end up doing that a little bit with like cobblestone sometimes. You know? And then like it's this why I don't this is why I don't like doing the texturing. Do I have ladder? No, I don't. I kind of wish I had some temporary ladder to place there, so I don't have to keep running back here every time. Do I have enough stairs to last me to go all the way to the top? I think I do. No, I don't. That's all right. Oof. Yeah, this is gonna need to go a little further now to make it look right. Because I'm too OCD for the texturing. Like I do not like having to make things look matte and look organic and stuff. Because I guess it's worth it, but it's very time consuming to do that. It's very, and it really like it. I'd rather like I have even more strange rules to it where like I don't even understand why it bothers me if it looks a certain way. So I generally try to avoid that, but sometimes when I'm placing cobblestone into like regular stone, well in that case that's like organic texturing, as I call it, where it's like this is like the natural texturing that you kind of inevitably end up with, unless you're making more stone, unless you're carving out stone. And I guess at the top here I kind of want to do the same thing, or I'll have like a streak of stone along the top going across here, something like that. Yeah. So and then this needs to get carved out, so this going along the bottom, and then we're gonna dig out the floor, and then we'll call it a day. All right, does that sound like a plan? Is that gonna be okay with you guys? So is there anything else? I kind of wanted to talk about how this goes, like this kind of alludes to like there's a lot of content out there that talks about Stoicism in particular. I guess since I'm trying to make this a philosophy channel, I should mention Stoicism, because my thinking on motivation, like my disavowal of the concept of laziness, like I basically don't recognize that the concept of laziness, because I don't consider discipline to really be like, I don't really recognize the concept of discipline. I think it's kind of it's like a superficial flex, because it's basically things become easier for you once you get used to them. So it doesn't really take discipline to get yourself to do the hard work. When it does kind of take motivation to do it, like there's only motivation. And if you don't have that level of motivation, it's not like, I don't think it should be held against you. I don't think that's such a bad thing. I mean, if it's a matter of workmanship, if we're talking about at your job, doing things that you have to do for work, then it's kind of different. In that case, yeah, like you're not going to get away with just not doing the things that you need to do, that you've agreed to do for work, right? So, but the people that are lazy at work, I think that they're just lazy on principle. It's not that they're, even in that case, even in that regard, I kind of don't believe that the concept of laziness really applies to them, because it's not that it's like a character trait, right? It's more like on principle, those people don't believe in making an honest effort at work. They believe in doing the least that they can get away with without getting fired. Essentially, that's kind of the lazy work ethic. So it's a matter of principle rather than, well, this is just the way that I am. I generally am. If they were to change their minds about the principle of doing hard work just because that's what you signed up for, that's what you said you were going to do at the interview, and in the interest of transparency, in the interest of staying true to your commitments, I would call that transparency, because that means that when you're making those commitments, you sincerely mean what you're saying, right? So that's why I would still I call that like that concept for me has to do with transparency, because I talk about transparency all the time as like one of my core values in life. So honesty is like being honest effort, making an honest effort at work kind of also invokes the concept of transparency for me. I mean, I know transparency doesn't sound like it's the same thing as honesty, especially when it comes to like staying true to your commitments, right? But I mean, to me, that's to me, that's it's one of the things that transparency is also about. It's about staying true to the commitments that you've made for work. I'm gonna need some lanterns and stuff over here. This is probably gonna need to get carved down. The ceiling's gonna, I just want a little bit more carved away along the ceiling. And then this is gonna need to get carved down from this side. So this is like over here, right? What I'm doing right now, there isn't really any utility to this. This is purely for aesthetic purposes. Just because I wanted this kind of opening into the caves from the basement. I just thought it would look really cool, and I think it will. I think it is going to be kind of worth it to do that, and I think it is going to look really cool. And I'll get this the granite there. I'll put some torches underneath next time I'm down there to get that granite to drop. So yeah, I think that for work settings, it's kind of different. The motivation works kind of differently, because I think it's easier to get yourself to do things when you feel like it's like that's what you're there to do, to do work. Whereas when you're on your own at home, it's like doing things that are kind of hard, that take more of a brain impulse to get yourself moving, to get yourself to do. It can actually be more challenging to do that. Like, you can be a very hard worker. That's kind of where I found myself with the previous jobs I had. I worked very hard, but I would come home and not want to do anything at home. And at home, I didn't really live much of I struggled tremendously getting myself to do anything that took effort to do. And that's because when you're depressed, you're just going to be kind of low on the brain chemicals that you need to get yourself to do the difficult things in life. And I think that's different. I think it's different from the concept of, because my problem with the concept of laziness is that we act like it's a personality trait, and I don't think that that's true. I think it's more of a matter of principle. It's like, do you consider it worthwhile to do difficult things or not? Or maybe you think that actually no, it's not worthwhile to do difficult things. You should just take it easy in life. But that doesn't make you lazy. That just makes you. That makes it not it doesn't even necessarily makes you unmotivated if that's how you are in principle. Like I'm not sure we even have a concept for that. And I guess you could call, like, I wouldn't call it laziness, because like laziness carries a a disparaging connotation with it, right? So if you're like lazy on principle, I don't think laziness is really the right term either, because then it's not. There isn't really anything wrong with that, you know. Like if you believe in kind of just taking it easy in life, I don't think there's anything actually wrong with that, because from the existential perspective, there isn't really anything. Like we don't have any guidance. There's nothing to guide us to tell us like the way we're supposed to live. There's no gurus that have it completely figured out. Like my theories about life, they're theories. They're just theoretical. Family tribe revival, that works for me. I like to imagine that it's universal, that it's universally applicable, that a lot of people would be motivated by that. Trains. But I don't know that. Like that's entirely theoretical. I just want to complete this, finish doing this, complete digging this out, and then I'm gonna call it a day and end the episode. I guess there isn't really a whole lot left to say. I'm kind of just trying to come up with more things to say in this matter. I thought that I would be able to fill up the time a little bit better. Today's episode, I guess, it's not really very it doesn't feel very very substantial. I'm sorry about that, guys. I thought that it would. I guess I thought that I had more to say on this matter, and I'm kind of just running out of things to say, to talk about at this point. I guess now we can just sort of enjoy. Can I just stop talking for a while, and I'll let you guys enjoy some footage of cobblestone. You guys are welcome to just skip the rest of this episode if this isn't particularly entertaining, is it? But I am trying to capture the entirety. I'm trying to capture the entire process. I'm trying to capture all of Minecraft, the reality of what Minecraft is like. This is a lot of what Minecraft is like. You end up spending a lot of time just digging through things, there's a lot of digging involved, and it's more time consuming if you're just using stone tools like I am. I haven't even graduated to iron tools yet, and that's because I wait to use iron until I have the fortune pick. I can probably actually no I don't want the cobble there. I want sure, I'll have it starting on that, right? Starting from there, I'll have cobble. And this door isn't really necessary anymore. Oops. Yeah. Why is this not? I guess it just takes a second to. I expected that to go faster. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm losing my train of thought. There's just I don't have much more to say. Maybe I should just end the episode now and come up with more things to say. Well, no, because there's not much left. This isn't a whole lot left. We're almost there, guys. Almost there. But I guess I can talk a little bit more about the how. Like, I have no idea if I'm even going to get to release this episode, because I've been asking you guys to leave me comments to reassure me that this is worthwhile material. That you guys kind of that there's at least a couple of you that enjoy this enough to leave me a comment to like reassure me that it's worth to keep making this, to keep doing this. What else do I gotta come up with some more things to talk about. Darn it, I have. I'm so sorry. Perhaps I gotta just end the episode then, even though I have like a little bit more. I just feel like this isn't the way that I like these episodes to go. I like to actually have things to say, and normally it's easy for me. Normally I feel like I have no problem just maintaining some commentary, talking about all kinds of things. I guess I wasn't prepared to run out of things to say about motivation. I thought that I had more to say, and that's it. I exhausted everything that I had in my. Oh yes, Stoicism. I was trying to talk about how this kind of goes has a little bit to do with the concept of Stoicism, because Stoicism gets brought up a lot on like Philosophy Tube, on real philosophy channels out there on YouTube. And I think that like I guess it does have a little bit to do with discipline, because like one of the Stoic principles, like there's 4 Stoic principles, right? Like courage, wisdom, temperance, and justice, right? Those are like the four Stoic principles. And I guess discipline has to do with the temperance aspect of it. So Stoicism does get invoked a lot when people talk about discipline. And I'm not sure if that's actually accurate. Like, I'm not sure if Stoicism really had that much to do with discipline, as much as people like to think that it did. Because I think it had more to do, like, temperance has more to do with like doing the right thing. It has more to do about avoiding doing things than doing things. Like, it's temperance, from my understanding. I mean, and I have a very poor understanding. Maybe I don't really know what I'm talking about. But from my understanding was that temperance was a matter of avoiding doing things that are like bad habits. It was like avoiding impulsive actions, right? I thought that's what that meant, but I don't know. I don't really know enough about that to really give you guys a coherent overview about Stoicism and how that relates to motivation. Perhaps I shouldn't be talking about it then, if I don't know what I'm talking about. This is where I kind of run out of, like, I don't have. That's why I can't, like, this isn't really a real philosophy channel, because I don't even know philosophy very well. I just talk about the things that I think of, that I like to think about, you know? So if I haven't really thought that much about it, then I haven't really looked into the matter. All right, well, we're basically done. This is basically all there is that I wanted to do to get done today. This is, I mean, it's basically, this didn't turn out looking exactly like I imagined it to. I want to break down let's end it here. Or I just want to break down the gravel over here. Yeah, this is how you break down gravel. I put a bunch of torches underneath. Okay, there's that. There's 3 layers. Oh, this one. There's a layer here. There we go. That should do it. Let's collect these blocks before they disappear. And now let's break down that gravel. Whee! And that's how you break down gravel. Alright. Okay. I guess I kind of wanted one torch over here. So yeah, once again, I'm sorry, guys. Today was kind of a lame episode. I hope that you guys enjoy this anyways, just for the ambience, perhaps. Was there at least, like, is this good ambience? I know some of you guys are watching this just to kind of feel like you're playing Minecraft with someone, just to feel it for some company, right? So I hope that you guys, those of you guys that are like that, I hope you guys don't mind that today's commentary was kind of lackluster. I feel like I had less prepared, less things to say than I thought I would. But anyways, I got it done. That's it now. That's it. I guess I could let's make this look a little bit more natural. I'm still not entirely happy with how this just basically looks like an artificial, like it was just artificially dug out. Yeah. Let's just do a little bit more work. Oops, more man, there's more gravel there. Aw, and of course I run out. My pick breaks right when I just need the pick. Almost, that's annoying. Damn it, I'm gonna have to come back here with another pick. I thought I had enough picks. I'm sorry, guys. Well, at this point, you guys can just skip the rest of this. I don't really have anything else to say. That's it. We got to this is a. I'm already kind of going overboard now. With the sucks that this pick broke, that I had to come back over here for this pick. Jesus, this is kind of a crappy episode today. Just crap. So yeah, this is kind of a junky episode, really like a junk episode, like one of the junkiest ones. I mean, my content is just generally kind of junk, but this one's kind of at its worst. I'm sorry, guys. I just want to complete what I'm doing. Now I want to fill this in with cobble to make that look right. Does that look better? Does that look right? Now this needs to be some more cobble over here. Oh man, do I have any of that stone? I do. Let's just put that's gravel. Where's my stone? I didn't bring any stone. Jesus Christ. I swear. Because I don't like having just one block of cobble there. This is what I'm talking about. Minecraft, it gets difficult when you're having to think. That's the hard part. That's the part of it that's kind of frustrating, kind of annoying, and it makes you. It takes patience having to do this. Yeah. Let's do something like that there. All right. That should. I think that's better. And then I don't like the auspicious corners effect. Oops. There we go. Let's put some more gravel there just to make that look a little, more organic. Okay, I think that's good enough. I should just leave it at that. This is completely. There's no utility to this. This is purely for aesthetic purposes. Now I'm kind of tempted just not even have the freaking any of this like that. God damn it. Sorry guys, this is Minecraft at its worst. I'm just demonstrating to you guys the frustration that I go through trying to get everything just right. OCD Minecraft, if you're an OCD person, you'll feel me. You'll feel me on this. God. One of the worst episodes I've ever made, I'm pretty sure. Alright, there we go. Come on now. There we go. Okay. Okay. I think this looks. Yeah, that one's fine. That one's fine. Okay. I think this looks decent now. This looks acceptable to me now. Right? I'm asking myself. Right? Is that right? Alright, oof. Terrible footage. Terrible footage. There we go. That makes it better, right? I don't even know why. There's no logic to the madness. Okay, that is it. That is it. I did it. I did it. This build is complete now. Now it just needs a rail going along the top. And these stairs. I need to fill in these stairs, and then that's it. And then I'm not even going to go down into these caves for the diamonds. For the diamonds, I'm going to go to a different cave, and I'll eventually connect the bigger cave that's underneath. There's big caves underneath this cave, and there's a different entrance there. So like right here, I wanted a line of fence going across here. This is what I had in mind. See, doesn't that look kind of cool? You can sort of look down now into the cave, into this big cave opening. Was this worth it? I'd like to think that yes, that this is pretty cool. This was worth doing. Something's not right about that. Oh, is this not symmetrical? It's not symmetrical. It's not symmetrical. That's okay. Alright. That's it. That is it. I am done with this cursed episode. It's a bit of a cursed one today. This is the outro music. This I just need to fill this in with chests. I guess I can do that real quick too. Let's see if I have a bunch of chests in my crafting chest. I do not have any chests. Let's get some more chests. Sure, I'll use up my birch wood for the chests so I can drop off the cobble now. Now that I have the storage chests for the cobble, I can just drop it off there. I need more of these stairs. This door, I don't need this door anymore. That can go in here. The iron can go there. All right. Let's just complete this. Finish what we're doing over here. Just that I don't have to freaking go back here for the next episode. So that the next episode I can focus on collecting diamonds. Finally, I'll be finally going out and exploring some caves. Next episode is going to be pretty exciting. All right, that's what I should end this with. I need to talk about the next episode. I need to talk about how I am going to need to want a couple of some comments from you guys before I publish the next episode, just to reassure me that this isn't just so bad that nobody wants to watch this anymore. So please let me know if I haven't disappointed you. If this is still within the range of what you consider acceptable Minecraft content. I don't like how this is dirt over here. This just doesn't look good. It doesn't look good from up there, from the top. Kind of just want to fill this in with... I don't have any shovels. My shovels also broke. Kind of wanted to fill this in with cobble. Something like that. Yeah. Ah. Okay. Okay, now the chests. That's right. I wanted to line this space with chests. So yeah, if you guys are oh man, I wanted to make them out of the birch wood because I have way too much birch wood. So yeah, if you guys are still with me watching this, thank you. I mean, I guess this... I feel so bad about this episode. I feel like this is so bad. Because I really wanted to have more things to say, and I don't. And now I'm just babbling without anything, not even saying anything substantial. Just trying to finish what I'm doing here. Okay, there's that, and then chest along the top there. Chest along the top there. Oops. Okay, I hope that you guys, sure, I guess I need more. I guess I'll use up the oak planks just to not have to go back upstairs. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Today's episode sucked. 2, 3... See, it's not gonna... I don't think it works if you have it like this. Okay, that's not a... If you have it like this, they don't link up. They don't connect. So it doesn't work that way. You have to have it facing this direction. There we go. There we go. Just like that. Yeah. That's... I'm just making sure that I'm being consistent. That yeah, basically have these facing the whatever's in the middle. Having them kind of centered. There we go. All right. That's it. That's it. This room... Oh, man, I still need the lanterns. It's still not complete. God damn it. Okay, well, I've got to call it a day. This episode has been terrible. One of the worst episodes ever. I ran out of things to say. I'm sorry, guys. I don't even expect... This still also needs to be complete. I'm going to need upside down stairs running along there. I mean, geez, this is less space now that the stairs are installed. I might need to actually carve this out. Go up one more block and then have upside down. Well, no, I don't really need upside down stairs. Maybe just along like the very top there. All right, I'm going to think off camera and figure that out off camera. And then I need more things to say, to talk about in the next episode. I need to figure out what the heck to that's right, I don't have any more shovels left. I'm going to need to do a better job than this the next time, all right? I know. So, and once again, like, if you guys feel like this really just doesn't live up to your expectations of what constitutes as half decent Minecraft content. If you guys are new to this, I am so sorry. This is so bad for new people. Like, this is way too dull. This is the worst of it. Usually I try to, my commentary is a little bit more interesting than this. Now I'm just talking about how I have nothing else to say, but I still like, I gotta record everything I'm doing. That's the objective, right? I wanted to record everything. This is what it takes. This is how Minecraft is sometimes. Well, I'm glad I at least got this done. This looks decent. I think this is pretty good. Yeah, it was just for the aesthetic, just for this moment of being able to look over this rail down into the caves. That's the whole reason why I did this. I spent an entire episode just doing that. All right, well, that's all for today. I hope some of you guys had enjoyed this at least a little. The wheat is all ready. We spent so long. I spent so long talking in this episode that the wheat is already grown. All right. That's it. That's it, guys. Thank you for bearing with me. I don't even believe there's anybody still watching at this point. If you are still watching, you're a beast to like freaking put up with this extremely lame commentary that's not even about anything at this point. I gotta do better. I need like backup topics in case I end up running out of things to say about the topic I had in mind. I thought I last episode I didn't have enough time to say everything I wanted to say, and this episode I ran out of things I wanted to say, and I couldn't think of anything more to say. I'm sorry. Oh well. I still would like at least a couple of comments. Let me know how bad this was. Let me know that you think this is total junk, and that let me know how frustrated you were with this episode. Let me know that this isn't what you anticipated. This isn't what you waited for. This isn't what you expected. Let me know how frustrated you feel about this getting clickbaited. Is this clickbait now? Were you expecting me to talk more about automation, about autopilot? Like I wasn't talking about autopilot as in like, people probably imagine this is about like self-driving cars or something like that, and this is like nothing to do with self-driving cars. I'm talking about brain autopilot. Why are all of my cows huddled up on that side of the field? That's strange. Strange cow behavior there. I have no idea why they're doing that. That's weird. All right. Next episode, I guess we'll put up some lanterns down there to complete the build, and then wow, these trees still haven't grown. I was hoping these trees would finally have grown. I just want to be done with this stuff, and then I gotta go for the diamonds. Then I'm fine. I need to actually get into the caves, and actually start exploring the caves. Finally, now that I'm on day 286, wow, I really need to eat. I'm on day 287 now. Oh, there we go. And I'm just now going to be getting around to actually getting into the caves to get my first diamonds. Isn't that wild? That's how slow I take this game. Super slow, very dull, boring content. That's what I'm all about, and that's why I need reassurance from you guys that you still think this is interesting. Next episode, I'm gonna try really hard to make next episode really interesting. I hope that wasn't too discouraging for anybody, because this episode was like one of the worst ones I've ever made. I'm sorry. I'll do better next time, I swear. So please, I hope, please enable me to do that by leaving me at least a couple. I just need a couple of comments from two different people saying something of substance about this. Critical comments. I encourage critical comments. Let me know what you think of motivation. Let me know what your thoughts are about laziness, about lazy people at work, or whatever, or if you have something you wanted to share that has nothing to do with the episode, that's totally fine too. I want to make the space. I want to cultivate a space where people can just talk about whatever they feel like in the comments, and that's kind of what I'm here for. So that's why I really strongly encourage comments. And in fact, I'm just not even going to release the next episode unless I get at least a couple of fairly substantial comments on this one. So it might never happen. This might be the last episode once again. I hope that's not going to be the case. I hope that I will see you next time. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope that there's going to be a next time. All right. Shadowlay, my fellows. Shadowlay.